return and enough MP to cast it. That could save them a key if they recognize. And here we go. We're gonna start this race off. I am Sneaky the Lost. I will be commentating for you today. And it looks like we've got an herb. We've got dragon scale. And the third one has got to be the key. Now, if they remember that they've got this return spell, they can save that key by casting return. Yep, there we go. Ryguy's got that. And so is Guelph. Good. Both of these are pro players. I didn't expect them to pass that opportunity. Looks like they're going back up to save. That's a good idea. You know, you've only got the one key. You don't have enough money to afford a second key from the backside. However, Guelph looks like is going to go ahead and raid the armory without saving. Got enough gold there, as well as Erdrick's token, and got another magic key to pay back for the one he got, and is going to be heading into the back. Alright, this is definitely going for a start. We've got Erdrick's token already, one of the 3 items we need, with some fairy water to offset that low strength. It can be used in combat to be able to basically do the same damage as a harm spell. That could really potentially get them another level here. Meanwhile, Guelph, as Pac-Man, is going to be checking out the basement here. Immediately runs into an Axe Knight with just a regular hurt spell. Is that Swamp South? Ah, no, that's Garen's grave. Right. Okay, so we're gonna be bonking through Garen's grave here. Except Guelph runs into another Axe Knight, was blocked, and he actually took a swing instead of casting hurt, and sent Guelph back home. Found a silver harp in Garen's grave. Who would have guessed that? Question in chat, how are people able to tell so easily what cave they're in when in the dark? It's a matter of which direction you can go. Each cave has different directions you can move. The fact that he was able to move up, down, and to the right freely, at least one square, meant it was Garen's grave. So, Harpwing's torch there. Wow, this is just already, we've got 2 of the 3 key items. That almost concerns me a little bit. Guelph using that fairy water, as I had mentioned, as an item to take out a scorpion. We'll get the next level. 5 power, 6 response speed, 11 hit points, 24 magic points. That is definitely a good level and what they needed. Now, they've got a swamp to the north. They're kind of stuck going that direction right now. They just don't have the hit points to go that way. So, right now, Guelph is going to be grinding here, trying to get some of these Tier 0 enemies, Zone 0, the immediate area around the castle itself. Magician is going to be the most powerful thing he can do, and with the hurt more. Ouch! Drakey's with a stop spell. And of course, because we do have a gold chest in the armory as well as a key, you've got what's called a ghetto grind immediately, where you just go in, leave, come back in. But you also have the potential for a full gold grind, where you are able to exploit the fact that the game only remembers that you open 8 chests. After that, it forgets that you've actually opened the chest and can open it an arbitrary number of times. If you don't pick up the gold here and go down into the grave where there are multiple chests, open them up, come back up here, and open that gold chest, you can open it up an arbitrary number of times, get yourself a lot of gold, potentially be able to buy things like, you know, silver shields, flame swords, that kind of stuff. But that's going to be later on. Right now, they would need to find a town worth the gold grind 4 to begin with. And so right now, our runners are just settling into kind of a casual early grind here, trying to get stats they need to be able to progress out into the world a little bit. Ryguy now finding out about that Hurt More spell. Now, we do have a torch that somebody picked up here. Oh, another level, 10, 1, 1, and 2. That 10 attack power is going to be really useful for Guelph. Yeah, Ryguy is basically doing this ghetto grind, not necessarily for the cash, but for the fairy water. Grabbing a new fairy water each time he goes in there and takes out something with that fairy water. He's able to hopefully catch up to Guelph on experience pretty quick that way. And there's Big C! Charlotte Castle is very close to Tantagel Castle. So that's, of course, where we're going to end up at the end of our mission, but we've got swamps to the east of us, swamps to the north. So far, we're looking at water to the south and east. We're kind of stuck here for the moment. Yeah, there's nothing here other than those 2 swamps. This could get really interesting. Despite the fact that we have both the harp and the token, this could turn into a slog. In fact, I could definitely, I mean, if I was a runner, I would be considering a mulligan at this point, because you just can't get out of the immediate area, at least not until you get some kind of healing. But, of course, there's a reason these people are in the tournament, and I'm not. Guelph sneaking back into, Garen's grave here in the back end. I'm guessing he's wanting to check out those 3 chests, the low-hanging fruit there. Now, we, the audience, know that the harp is there. He doesn't, but he does know that there are 3 chests there that could have some really useful things. There's also, right here at the very entrance of this big swamp, another cave, and that is, I'm wanting to say Mountain Cave? Yep, that's Mountain Cave, all right. Oh, and the Demon Knight returning Ryguy back home. These first levels of these caves have just some pretty tough enemies. These Axe Knights, once you get something like, say, a Hurt More spell, they become a lot more viable, but right now they're gonna just brutally murder you, and those Demon Knights are just bad news all around. Ryguy looks like he's giving up on exploration for a while and is just going to try and grind out some of these tier 0, the zone 0 enemies. If you want to look at it, think of it kind of like Minecraft chunks. You got a box around the castle, and within that box you're okay, and then outside that box is going to be the zone 1 that can have some tougher enemies, and after that, anything goes. Yeah, the magicians are unfortunately probably the most powerful tier 0 enemy, and it looks like with the packing the Hurt More spell, they're even more painful than usual. Magidrakies do have the Hurt spell. That's not particularly dangerous, but they do have Heal More, and that is a problem. Guelph sees that heal more and just nopes out of that fight. Uses fairy water on the next one to just drop it in one shot. Gets another 12 experience, closer to level 5. So already we've got we've got magicians with hurt more. We've got Magitrakes with heal more. It's gonna be one of those days. However, Courage and Wit have served thee well. Next level, 3 power, 2 response speed, no hit points, and 1 magic point. As Empty Eye would say, I love it! Nothing! You get nothing! And then Guelph takes an intentional death warp to restore all of his stats. Do keep in mind, hit points are still in red. They have pretty much the minimum amount of hit points possible. It is not a good time to go out adventuring. Oh, but thou must. So it looks like Guelph is doing some more grinding in Zone 0. Meanwhile, Ryguy is trying to go a little bit further. He's gone back into Garen's grave. Looks like he's wandering around in Garen's grave. Maybe he's hoping to run into something he can drop with the fairy water. Unfortunately, a Demon Knight is not one of those things, and it very rapidly returns him back home. Oh no, excuse me, Mountain Cave, not Garen's grave. My apologies. Yeah, Ryguy has tried going into this mountain cave multiple times, and I don't blame him. There are several chests down there. Any of them could contain some very useful equipment. If they were to find like an early Erdrick's armor, that could be game-changing for them. That would allow them to ignore all of this swamp and just explode out onto the scene. It's a quick 5 easy chests. If you can survive. If, you know, as you do. Oh, there's a cursed belt Ryguy has found. Important to note, the number of cursed belts that they find will indicate how many of the search spots are potentially actually in play. Ryguy then having his experimentation rudely interrupted by a blue Durgan. Color-coded for your convenience. They come in ouch, ow, and mommy. But as I was saying about the belts, there can be up to 3 belts, cursed belts, in the world, and for each one that you find, it means that there is a search spot enabled. That's going to be the one in Hawksness, the one in Cole, which, you know, it's a mythical town. It probably doesn't even exist, but, you know, that's how it feels sometimes. And, of course, the search spot on the Overland coordinates. So he's already found one. He knows at least one of those spots is in play. You can also sell it for a couple of $100 if you need it. I mean, you know, if you got like $1,300 like Ryguy has, another couple hundred is broadsword money. So, you know, there is that too. Ryguy trying to explore northward into this swamp and seeing how far he can get. This droll, however, is not letting him get very far. He will be using this fairy water on the droll. Did not manage to kill it off with it, but he's got another one, and that should do the job on the droll here. Another 18 experience points. There is something on the other side of that swamp, but he's not going to be able to reach it. It's not super deep, but it is definitely out of their reach at the moment with only 23 hit points. It does 2 points of damage per step, and they have no herbs. This is definitely a classic troll start. Oh, hey! Courage would have served thee well. Promoted to next level. 18 power, 27 hit points. Finally, we found the hit points, folks. We found the hit points. They were hiding on level 6. And there is Guelph breaking out of the swamp, heading north immediately. And it's a dead end. Well, it's nice to check that off the box, but, wow, that's a troll. Nothing! You found nothing! Level 6 also brought the very important Heal More spell. This is really going to allow them to break out into the world now that they actually have some healing, and enough hit points that the healing actually matters because you're not being one-shot by everything. Well, okay, golems will still one-shot you because golems, but, you know. And somebody making a red snapper joke? That's an old Oxhorn Short Shorts reference. But yes, the original reference that Oxhorn made a reference to in his short was from UHF, as was correctly pointed out. Ryguy trying to hit level 6. Guelph is making another dive into Grave, trying to get those 3 chests, that low-lying fruit, at the top of the grave, so that he can maybe get something to get him going. Now that he's got Heal More and 50 hit points, he's got some survivability. He can take a hit from an Axe Knight now. Found a cursed belt. Or, excuse me, he's not diving Grave, he's diving Mountain Cave. My apologies. And then the Demon Knight shows up. Now, fortunately, Demon Knights apparently have the hurt spell. Normally you'd think this is bad, but considering how much damage they do with their physical attacks, I'm just as happy to be taking a hurt spell from them. And now he is on the bottom floor of Mountain Cave. And we'll go down, take this chest, which is the Stones of Sunlight. We now know where all 3 items are to be able to get the rainbow drop. Yes, the scones of sunlight. Pip pip. Of course, we still need to find the 2 turn-in caves. One of them to turn the harp in for the Staff of Rain, and then, of course, the fellow affectionately referred to in the community as the Jerk, because if you don't show up with all of your items already in tow, he will be quite rude and kick you to the curb. Now, theoretically, they could gold grind, but there's not much point since they haven't found a town yet. They did find another cave. Tablet Cave. Now, that's a dangerous one to bonk around in, because that doesn't have any... Yeah, Tablet Cave doesn't have any monsters, any encounters at all. And that's a problem if you're bonking around, because you get lost, and that's a reset, because you can't just death warp out of there. So, oh right, they did get outside at some point. I must have missed that. So they do have the outside spell, so it's less dangerous, but always a concern. And our first look at the Spicy Breath. The Goldmen are the first mobs encountered with the Dragon Lord Phase 2 breath. And it is Rimildar, the place to buy keys. Of course, we already have keys, so that's less useful, but that store, the weapon shop, could be very useful depending on what is there. Go through 2 doors just to pick up an herb. So let's see, we've got broadsword, we've got magic armor, small shield, we've got some gear. I mean, broadsword at least. They're very close to broadsword money. He could sell off... He could have sold off his cursed belt and picked up that broadsword, but instead he settled for the copper sword. I'm sure the broadsword is on his mind, and he's gonna want to pick that up pretty soon. The magic armor is a little pricey at 7,700. It's got the same defense as full plate, which is only 3k, but it has the advantage of reducing damage taken from the Dragon Lord Breath, hurt mores, and heals you 1 point for every 4 steps you take. Meanwhile, Ryguy running into a blue Durgan and getting sent back home. Ooh, excellent move! One-shotting a Wraith Knight for 72 experience points. Guelph, there you go, and finds another cave. That is Swamp North. Guelph now capable of taking down these bigger enemies and is going to be tackling this Droll Magi. Meanwhile, Ryguy also finding Rimildar right on his heels. Keep in mind, Guelph never really dove grave after that first attempt. He's been diving Mountain Cave, so he does not yet have the harp. Ryguy does see that broadsword, though. I'm sure that's on his mind. Guelph trying to get away from this Demon Knight that just will not let him go. Demon Knights are very difficult to run from. They have a very high chance of blocking you. And their agility is not really all that great. So, did manage to get away from him finally, but it took a while. Oh, looks like Swamp Cave backs into Garenham. There's 3 chests here. Some more gold. Empty. And more gold. Okay, plus you've got your, you've got another shop that you can check, see what is available here. That empty chest was probably either a key or probably an herb, one or the other. Well, no, he's only got 3 herbs, so that had to have been a key. And we've got a large shield, a silver shield, full plate as well. Very defensive store here. But that's your silver shield. If you were wanting to do a gold grind, this would be why you'd want to do it. Ryguy looks like he's heading back into Garen's grave again. He's trying to get down to the bottom of Garen's grave. There's 2 more chests down there. I'm thinking he's wanting to go ahead and get those checked off his checklist just so he doesn't forget about them. There's the full plate for Guelph. That is going to substantially help out his defense, make him a lot more survivable. Guelph now has a sizable gear advantage over Ryguy. And the first thing he runs into is a golem. Fortunately, he does manage to get away from it. Question in chat, is Swamp Cave close enough to home to justify grinding up the silver shield money? Always. I mean, silver shield is 10 defense points over the large shield, so, I mean, that's a lot of defense. Usually, if you can do it, it's probably a good idea to do it. Ryguy, taking the chest that normally would have had the Erdrick's token, has set up a gold grind, is going to be grinding up the fairy water here, and is then going to start grinding up the gold. We've got a gold grind, folks. Wolves have hurt more, though, and will be sending Guelph back home. Now, Ryguy has been to Rimuldar. He's probably grinding up for the magic armor and broadsword. Oh, wolves also had the sleep spell, so they've got Diet Wombo. Wombo combo, the full Wombo combo is Sleep and Dragon Lord 2 Breath. The Diet Wombo is Sleep and Hurt More, which still is pretty painful. So, Ryguy has 10 grand saved up, and has saved the game, just in case he gets killed by something on his way. That's definitely going to be Magic Armor Broadsword. And so he's going to be heading to Rimuldar, since he hasn't found Swamp Cave and hasn't found Garenham yet. Meanwhile, Guelph diving further into the cave. And I think he's gonna make a full dive here. There we go. Broadsword, magic armor, small shield. That is not a bad set of equipment to go forth and explore. Axe Knights do have the hurt spell, which is a lot less painful than their actual axe. Just not wanting to let Guelph go. And he is sent back. At least it happened before he opened that door. With only 55 hit points, yeah, it's gonna be challenging. I mean, yes, they do have heal more, but with only 55 hit points, it only takes a couple of blows and they're down. Ooh, they also have heal more. That's annoying. Neither one of them have seen the heal more yet, so that's gonna be a rude surprise when they start doing grind. If they get like a hurt more, they get that showing up. Wow. So we are at 30 minutes into this match. We've got all 3 key items. We just need to do the find the places to do the turn-ins. Yeah, looks like Ryguy found the next town. He's probably gonna grind for that silver shield. You know, skip the large shield entirely. But yeah, I mean, this is kind of a trolley seed. On the one hand, we've got the key items already. We're pretty much in... Once we find the 2 trade-in caves, we're in grind and go mode. So, as far as that goes... Ooh, Poltergeist has sleep. Ouch. The Poltergeist had sleep and then Poltergeist ran from Ryguy. Love it. So, at 33 minutes in, almost 35 minutes into the match, quick pause for station identification. This is Sneaky the Lost. I am your commentator today, flying in the commentator's booth solo. Running the tracker, that's not automated. We've actually got a fellow in the back there flipping switches behind the curtain. Pay no mind, but that's going to be CyberDark86. We've got Archfield Monk running the restreams, and of course, do go ahead and give these runners a follow as well on their Twitch channels. And we're gonna go ahead and throw the links in for the Discord in chat as well. We're a very friendly, open, welcoming community. You know, if you like what you're seeing, you maybe want to try it out, come on over. We'll get you hooked up. We'll show you the ropes. You know, I promise we don't bite. At least not unless you ask nice. And who knows? We might see you in the next tournament. I mean, in this tournament, we have seen some people new to the Dragon Warrior randomizer races that have just come out gangbusters. Most of them are coming from other randomizer communities and just starting off on ours, but I mean, you never know who's gonna be winning these things. Meanwhile, Ryguy is gonna be doing that gold grind, and he's probably gonna do the full 20k gold grind for the flame sword and the silver shield. Meanwhile, Guelph is descending deeper into the grave. Now, Guelph does have a couple hundred experience point lead at this point, but that's really nothing once you start doing grind and go mode, especially if you can get a good spike tile grind going. 200 will fly by pretty easily, so that's actually less of a lead than you might think. So really, it's anyone's match still. I mean, you might say that Guelph has a slight lead, but he's about to lose that lead pretty soon. He did hit level 8, 2 power, 13 response speed, 2 hit points, 2 magic points, more spells, looks like repel. So, you know, there's some gold in the bottom chest in Garen's grave. Oh yes, and the heal spell. Of course, they already have heal more, so less useful, but repel has its uses. Ryguy getting ambushed by a blue dragon does manage to run away from it, though, and is continuing his way to Garenham. Guelph, on the other hand, having activated the gold grind himself, is going to be grinding... will be doing a gold grind. He's probably also going to be going for the silver shield and flame sword that he saw in Garenham as well. So that's going to be the full 20k. Well, 25k, yeah. You do that and you've pretty much got the best gear money can buy. Of course, the fun toys are the ones that money can't buy. But still, it's good enough to get going. Unfortunately, at level 8, only having 57 hit points is no bueno. No bueno. And that's gonna really limit what they can do, because it doesn't matter how many heal moors you have in the tank. If you get one shot by something, it's just gonna be a bad day. Yep, there's a right guy with his purchases. Guelph is doing his grind now. We'll probably be picking those up pretty soon as well, and we'll be exploring this second continent. Hopefully we'll be a little bit more successful in finding what they need to find here. We'll be running into the gold man, wants no part of that fire-breathing gold man. And Guelph is heading out. Meanwhile, Ryguy trying to run away from this demon knight. And it looks like you got a big old dead-end cul-de-sac down there, so now he's heading up north. Someone mentioning in chat, looks like the seed has been tame. Yeah, I can't exactly agree with that, unfortunately. I mean, they've got all of their goodies, but whew, it has been rough. Guelph has gone ahead and made his purchases. Oh no, did not make his purchases. Ooh, he did not purchase. He still has his 25k. I'm not even gonna dignify that last comment from Cyberdark in chat with a remark for fear of commentator's curse. Now he's making his purchases. Now that they've got a flame sword and a bit of strength, they're able to take on these mid-tier enemies like these wyverns, the drakeemas. Wyverns do have heal more, though. That's annoying. Gonna go after that skeleton, take it down pretty easily. These enemies are definitely more farmable now than they were before, now that we've got some decent gear going. There is a Sparko bridge there, which is a bridge that leads to a single tile. The hope and meme is that it will one day be the search spot coordinates. Question in chat, any Dragon Lord breaths on the Goldman? Warlock has a simple hurt spell. Sparko Bridge comes from a member, a very well-respected member of the community, Sparkover, who started the meme, and the rest of the community just kind of picked it up and ran with it. Now Ryguy getting the information about the jerk birds with heal more. To answer the question in chat, no, this is the Sparko bridges are specifically from the Dragon Warrior Randomizer races, not the W2, because of the search tile coordinates that you get the coordinates for in Garenham. The hope and dream is that at one point, the overworld search coordinates will be in that one tile on the other side of that bridge. One day it shall be. Ah, Guelph found Freebie Cave. That would be the Vanilla Stones of Sunlight Cave. Found some fairy water. Getting less useful now. Now that we've got an attack power of 76. It's not as necessary. However, it still might be needed at the very end. We'll get into that if it comes up. Meanwhile, Guelph taking out a Wraith Knight. Ryguy is actually trying for this Axe Knight. Ooh, Guelph finds Hawk's Nest. There is gonna be a spike tile here that's gonna have an enemy on it, and it could be one of several enemies. The Axe Knight is an option, but so are things like golems, blue dragons, red dragons. So you never really know what you're gonna get. You know, almost like it had been I don't know, randomized? You know, just a thought. Answering a comment in chat, Axe Knights seem like a pretty solid grinding option, except the fact that they have a heal more. And I don't think they know about it yet. The blue dragon is the tile here in Hawksness. Guelph is actually going to try and Death Warp, I guess, because he's out of MP now. But now he knows where it is. Life is like a box of Charlocks. You never know what you're gonna get. Guelph now going back through the swamp, heading back to Mountain Cave to check out that second continent again. He may be going right back to Hawksness to try and take on that blue dragon, because he knows that there are some search spots that are enabled. That could be the sword, that could be the shield, or I mean armor, excuse me. That could be the sword, it could be the armor, could also be the death necklace, could also be the fairy flute. So you got about a 50-50 chance of it something being critically useful. Yeah, that heal more on the Axe Knights makes them a much less attractive option to grind, unfortunately. At least not until you get hurt more and can one-shot them, or, you know, stop spell, something like that. Guelph now taking on a green dragon. Ryguy finishing off Garen's grave. He's found the gold. Also picking up some decent experience points along the way. Wyverns are worth some decent XP. Drakey's not so much, but you know. Now, that's an interesting thing in chat. Someone goes, Axe Knights are right under literally anything else from my grind tile preferences. Usually, Axe Knights tend to be pretty preferred because they are potentially one-shottable by hurt mores. You know, unless they have something like, say, heal more or wombo combo or something obnoxiously annoying, they're usually not too dangerous. Yeah, okay, it was clarified that these particular Axe Knights with heal more are kind of one of the least desired trap tile encounters, and I can agree with that. Yeah. Oh, hey, there's another town here that Guelph has found, as well as a cave, and I think the only two caves that we haven't found yet are the turn-in caves, either the staff cave or the jerk cave. Unfortunately, we will never know what it is, as he was sent back home. One tile away. And thus, the troll seed continues trollololololling. Next level, 2, 9, 25 hit points. Hey! We found the hit points! Looks like the hit points we're hitting on level 6 and level 9. Big pickup here for Guelph. 82 is a lot more comfortable. Yeah, Guelph beelining it right back to that that place in the desert that he found earlier. Yeah, the Axe Knight fight starts off looking pretty easy. He's got the hurt spell, so when he does that instead of attacking, it's a lot less painful. And then he breaks out the heal more. So, yeah, there's the heal more, and Guelph realizes that this is an encounter he just needs to nope out of. Fitting that somebody with the handle Rowdy Roddy Sniper making a wrestling reference of calling it a heel more, H-E-E-L. Fitting. I see what you did there. And this is Jerk Cave, which is useful, but not immediately. They're gonna need to get the Staff Cave before they're gonna... Oh no, this is the Staff Cave. Excuse me. This is the Staff Cave. This is the one they need, but... Oh, looks like there was a little bit of a disruption in our recordings. He is back up. My apologies. And there's the Staff of Rain. Now we just need to find Jerk and we're good. Now, what's this town? Could be Breckenary, could be Cole. No, it is Cantlin. Ooh, he gets coordinates. Well, we call him a jerk because if you don't have everything that you need to talk to him, he is quite rude and kicks you out. Thou must go and fight. There are no coordinates on the overland. Well, that means the Tile and Hawksness has something. Because we've seen cursed belts. Maybe coincidentally he's always having a bad day. Insert Despicable Me song here. Now, Cantlin is usually a great place to go trolling the shops to see if you can find gear, but they've already got the gear, so they don't need that, so he's just gonna hippity-hoppity right out of this property and is going to continue exploring. Yeah, coordinates guy? What does he say? Fight. Yeah, a lot of these levels are really lackluster. Level 10, only 50 strength. I mean, only 48 MP at level 10. Erg. Yeah, we had another empty eye level there. So it looks like Star Wyverns have heal more as well. That's annoying. So Jerkbirds continuing to be jerks. Sleep as well? Star Wyverns have sleep and heal more. Ouch. Yeah, the only chest that we have not seen at this point is in Charlock. We've seen all of the other chests, including Freebie Cave. So if the sword and the armor are not in Cole and Hawksness respectively, they're gonna be in Charlock. We could see armor in Charlock. It is at least a possibility. Yep, we have 4 potential items that could be on those 2 search spots. So 2 of them are gonna be in the castle. So we've got a 50-50 chance here that this is something useful in Hawksness that Guelph is going back for. He already knows that it's a blue Durgan. He's gonna come back for some payback if this Magic Wyvern will let him. Ryguy also making his way into Hawksness almost identically. We've got surround sound specters going on here. We've got a little bit more resources than we had the first time running into this bad boy. Should be able to take him down, assuming the blue dragon doesn't have anything nasty up its sleeve. Yeah, the blues are hitting hard, but, you know, he's still got a couple of heal mores in the tank. Excellent move! Defeated the dragon and getting 180 experience points and a level. And a flute. Womp womp. Yeah, flute is not really the pickup that the players were probably hoping for here. It is useful. It is definitely going to be useful in, you know, certain corner cases when you're dealing with a golem, for example, like what Ryguy just saw. But you really, I mean, other than that, the only use it has is to put golems to sleep. So, erg. Well, they still have coal that they haven't found yet, so there is that search spot that's live, and we know it's live because we have seen 2 belts. And joining me in the commentator's booth now is going to be Sigma Fan. how's it going? And welcome.
Sorry about that, folks. Let's just say it's been an adventure. We'll just leave it at that.
Oh, man. Well, we are 1 hour into this match, and it has been an adventure. Ironically enough, they found all 3 key items within the first half hour. It's just, this entry level, surrounded by swamps, took them a bit to get out of. And the nearest town was Rimildar, but they started off with Return, which gave them early access to the armory.
Yep, by the way, have they found Jerk Cave?
They have not. It is the only cave they have yet to find.
So it's going to be a race to that. However, it looks like Ryguy has a little bit of a disadvantage. He has yet to turn in that silver harp for his Staff of Rain.
And he hasn't found that cave either.
Oh, he hasn't?
No, he hasn't. So, now, we know that that is also going to be over by the city of, was that over by Hawksness, I think it was? And he's been to Hawksness. No, it was past Hawksness. It was continuing on past Hawksness, excuse me. So he hasn't gotten there yet, but he's... Well, I don't know if he's going in the right direction for it right now. But yeah, there's... It was next to Cantlin, right, that was it. Cantlin and the Staff Cave were right there, right next to each other. In a desert. Sort of off to the east. However, Ryguy having found coal! Hey, speaking of coal, we just found it. It wasn't a myth after all. And of course, 4 steps south of the Bath of Coal is going to be Erdrick's Sword, the big stick, which means the armor is guaranteed to be in the armory in Charlock. Or, of course, Judge's Table.
Also, I came just in time to say this. From Television City in Alefgard, this is the $100,000 Pyramid. Today's special guests are Marky Post and Charles Siebert. And now here's your host, Dick Clark. So everybody in chat, you know what you need to do? You need to write down in the chat where the armor is. Is it going to be in the $50 chest, $100 chest, $150 chest? And Ryguy has found Jerk Cave. Nice little clearing above a bunch of swamp. And right near coal, too.
Yep, however, he hasn't found Staff Cave yet, so he can't take advantage of it. Meanwhile, Guelph found them in the correct order, and that could actually be a deciding factor. They're still very close to each other. Well, okay, they've got about a 1,000 experience point lead, Ryguy does. Well, 700 now. So, I mean, it's still anybody's game.
Yep, and it looks like Guelph is a little bit lost right now, and Ryguy finds the Motel 6, and it looks like he's not going to spend much time there. However, could have been beneficial to spend some time healing, but it doesn't look like he needs it. And he's really close to level 12. I think this Demon Knight will take care of that. And with Demon Knights only casting Hurt, it's not going to affect him that much. But unfortunately, they do dodge like mad. And on that note, Guelph gets level 11. He's going to get that big HP boost. He's going to get a good magic boost and agility boost. But look at Ryguy. He got a nice agility boost. That's going to help the defense a bit. And right now, he's almost there when it comes to the defense. Guelph, he has just found coal. That means he will immediately find Jerk Cave not too long afterwards.
That could give Guelph a little bit of an advantage, at least in terms of exploration, because that will mean he will have the ability to get into Charlock, which is right there, right by Tantagel Castle, just like in the vanilla game. So he's got access to Charlock pretty soon. The only thing is he is about 1,000 experience points shy, and there's a few issues with some of these mobs. Axe Knights have heal more, so do all 3 Wyverns.
Yeah, and the problem is neither one of our racers have hurt more. As you see, Ryguy's at 12. He doesn't have it yet. So it could pose to be a gigantic problem. And Ryguy has backtracked to where Jerk Cave is. Ryguy desperately trying to find the Staff of Rain Cave. And Guelph, if he goes a little bit more east, there it is. There's Jerk Cave for him. He's going to get his rainbow drop, and that means he can enter Charlotte Castle. And I would have to think you got to make an attempt to just try to get the armor.
With 57 MP? That is not a lot of heal mores in the tank, considering all of those barrier tiles you have to pass through at the top floor. But it does look like he's going to be going for it.
I didn't say it was a good plan. I just said it was a plan.
Valid. Yeah,
and it looks like Guelph got better of it.
Yeah, unfortunately, Hawksness is way out in BFE, so there's no really good refill point near it. The closest would probably be Garenham itself, and that's kind of a ways off, unfortunately.
No, Rimildar is just a little southeast, so he'll be okay.
Well, Rimildar for Charlock. The question in chat, I'm sorry, was talking about the Blue Dragon and Hawksness being a grind point. And it's a blue dragon, which are kind of painful, doesn't seem to have any ability, so it's just going to be smacking you around for decent damage. It's probably not going to be a very good grind tile. Now, Swamp Cave, we haven't seen the spike tile in Swamp Cave, so that could be viable depending on what's there. But with Axe Knights having heal more, blue dragons with claw more, we've seen
Red Dragon, it looks like.
Ew, the first instance of the Fun Police. Now, the advantage of the Red Dragons is they are at least worth 255 experience points in the randomizer, but good lord, there's a reason why. So it looks like this is going to be something of a slog grind here. Ooh, settle in. Buckle up, folks. Settle in. We're in for a grind. And it looks like he will be taking this Red Dragon grind.
I kind of prefer this one. It's close to Charlotte Castle. It's close to healing. And, you know, it's a good way to make up a lot of experience points quickly. Because, although Guelph does not know this, Ryguy is still looking for Staff of Rain Cave, and then when he finds it, he's got to go all the way back and get what he needs. And by that time, it's very possible he can potentially tighten up the XP race.
It's very possible. Right now, I mean, Guelph is just straight up grind and go mode, whereas Ryguy still has his honeydew list to take care of. Guelph going back to Rimildar to heal up. It may not be the best case scenario, because, I mean, you are talking about 6 or 7 swings to take down a red dragon, a lot of heal mores getting burned in the process, and you don't have a lot of heal mores in the tank yet, with only 57 MP. But it's better than a kick in the head, I suppose. He's going back for it.
No one can blame him. I mean, it is the best grind in terms of distance.
You're not wrong about that. At least you have a rapid iteration here, but at this point, I'd almost wonder if it would be better to just wander around in a swamp or a mountain somewhere.
But
Yeah,
I will say this, what's going to help his grind, it's going to help Guelph's grind is when he hits level 12, he is going to get a good defense boost.
and agility is just a number. Yeah,
I
the problem
wasn't talking
is
about the agility, I was talking about the defense. That's going to help ease the amount of damage you take a little bit.
yeah, he's still taking over 30 damage on some of these hits, though. That's not a good place to be. Yeah, their problem right now is their strength and their MP are completely garbage. And then Ryguy has just found Staff Cave. There we go. He is going to be able to get this taken care of. However, Guelph has made a long way towards catching up experience-wise.
And looks like the Red Dragon is doing min 20. But Ryguy gets level 13, 8 more power, 11 more agility, 2 more hit points, 1 more magic point. Everything is there except for magic and attack points. So that, and with what Guelph is doing, that is really going to benefit him with this Red Dragon grind.
By that same token, the MP is about half of what you would want, almost. And strength is just not there yet.
And here's Ryguy gonna get the bad news.
Good news, bad news. I don't know. It at least means that you don't need to rescue the princess.
Yeah, but then again, Ryguy and Guelph are good runners anyway, so they really don't normally rescue the princess.
True. But of course, while Ryguy was doing his hand in and checking for non-existent coordinates, Guelph has been grinding red dragons.
And he's cut into Ryguy's XP lead by more than half.
And of course, let's not forget, Charlock is the great equalizer. You never know. I mean, you could have a very substantial lead going into Charlock, only to have abysmal encounter luck and just completely lose it.
Speaking of luck, Guelph hits a critical hit, and there's the power and the agility. That's going to help his grind out immensely.
That will help out the grind, but he's still got a long way to go. He could need about another, 40 or so magic points before he'd start feeling comfortable.
Perhaps, but he has just taken the HP lead.
Oh, the experience point lead, yeah. However, Ryguy is gonna go ahead... No, he's not. Okay, he decided, you know what? Nah. Who cares about Charlock? It wouldn't surprise me, though, if he went and checked out this spike tile as well, though.
It is the best play because you're not only so close to Charlock, but you're also so close to healing as well. And it looks like Guelph has done the right thing, and he's probably going to grind until maybe his HP is at around 120 or so, and, you know, at least be in decent shape to go for the armor.
Either that or if he picks up another 20 MP, That would definitely make it a lot safer. You'd have another, what, 3 heal mores in the tank that way. Looks like Ryguy is gonna try a risky dive. That's kind of Ryguy's thing. He tends to be a bit less risk adverse, let's say, than most runners.
Is it just me? Oh, green dragons are defense broken.
And at this point, you kind of don't want to repel, because you want to be running into things like these green dragons, because you're going to want all of the experience you can get your hands on. This is basically a grind as well as a dive for the armor at the same time. So you want to run into these green dragons that are defense broken. You want to run into some of these other things. Maybe not stonemen. Stonemen are always annoying.
And they hit hard.
Yeah. Yeah, the only problem is with the low MP that they've got, he's in real danger of running out of steam pretty quickly. Now, he does have the magic armor, so he is healing a little bit as he wanders around. And there's a Star Wyvern with the ambush sleep, and now it's going to spam hurt at him, which, you know, isn't the worst thing in the world. Hurt isn't nearly as bad as Hurt More or EL2 Breath.
And it looks like Guelph tried to risk it and it didn't work.
Tried to risk it, but lost the biscuit.
But for Guelph, he's only 2 red dragons away from getting to the next level, which will help him. And it looks like he's repelling back there.
Yeah, if Sleep and DL2 is the Wombo combo, Sleep and Hurt More is the Diet Wombo, then Sleep and Hurt is Wombo 0.
It's not even that. It's just an annoyance. But all hail the glory that is Stop Spell. Something that could eliminate your pesky hurt and sleep spells. Oh, look at the glory of Ryguy.
Hail the conquering Stop Spell. Nee, 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 nee.
Looked like Guelph mapped it out where he decided to take the risk on 13.
Yeah, Guelph is definitely currently has an experience point lead. Ryguy running into an armored knight, the AK-47, excellent move, taking it down. There's 172 experience.
Yeah, but there's the level for Guelph. 1 power, 2 agility. Whoa!
There's the MP they've been looking for. And, wow. All those hit points. Yeah, this is definitely looking like a Death Necklace seed, so while you're down there, you might as well pick it up, because it's also going to be down there somewhere.
I think Guelph is gonna grind to 15.
Yeah, now there are actually 2 legitimate prizes down here. The Death Necklace and Erdrick's armor are both very valuable with this stat spread.
And there's an excellent move by Guelph. That is going to help out his grind.
Yeah, right. It does look like Ryguy is going to be passing up Judge's Table and heading straight for Treasury, which is it is a smart play. And honestly, it guarantees at least one useful item, because Judge's Table is only one chest, so it can't have both of the things that you want. So by going straight to the armory, you might get both of them, but even if you only get one of the two items that you need, you've at least gotten one of them, so you need to be there anyway.
Meanwhile, Guelph is actually healing up. He's going to head back in and dive. Ryguy going to take a safety heal more. And on his way to the pyramid.
Jerkbirds being jerks, but that spell hath been blocked. Ooh, excellent move on the red dragon, taking it down for Guelph.
It's going to help his cause. He needs 4 more of those, 4 more red dragon hides in order to get to level 15. Who knows, maybe a big attack power boost would be on the way, or maybe some more magic.
Definitely could use some more magic and could use a lot more strength. Ooh, another excellent move. Takes down another red dragon.
Guelph is getting the luck.
And is about 1500 XP over Ryguy. But Ryguy is about to get into this armory here. Torch.
150 had a torch.
Death necklace. There's one of the 2 items. Another torch.
Not needed.
Magic key. It pays back for the key you used to get in. Some bucks. And herb.
Judge's Table had it.
Armor is at Judge's Table. Wow. Big oof. Ambush Star Wyvern with the sleep spell. Fortunately, all it's doing is casting hurt.
But good news for Ryguy, defeating this Star Wyvern will get him the next level. That's the good news. The bad news is he's still got to grind, because even with the Death Necklace at 14, it's not enough.
Yeah, question in chat, what is the Judge's Table? That is what we refer to the vanilla Erdrick sword location up on 2nd floor. Guelph now 2000 experience ahead of Ryguy, but Ryguy...
And some good at strength. The 14 strength at level 15.
Ooh, that's really gonna help. Their total attack power still is now at 118. That's still not go stats, especially not with only 73 MP. But we're getting closer.
If he gets a big bang of... But that might be enough to dive for the armor.
It definitely would be good for diving for the armor. And of course, at 16, you're guaranteed to get Hurt More and Sleep, because at level 16, you get all spells that you haven't gotten yet.
And now the problem for Ryguy Guelph is gonna pass it up. He's gonna grind to 16.
Interesting move. I hope he doesn't think he can do a dive and kill in the same run. I don't see that ever happening.
Ryguy might have some problems if he runs into an enemy that doesn't let him to run.
Well, plus all of the barrier tile damage, soaking up heal mores.
But Ryguy gets the armor, so he's fine. But now he's got to make his way back out. And it looks like he's going to death warp out.
I mean, he might as well kill whatever he runs across while he's doing it. More XP is more better, always. I mean, it was a costly dive, but at the same time, he now has everything he needs. He's got the armor, so that his real dive, when he makes it, he doesn't have to worry about those barrier tiles sucking up a couple of extra heal mores. And of course, a failed dive on the Dragon Lord is a very substantial setback, regardless of who you are.
Yep, and it looks like Ryguy is just gonna make his way to the top.
He may be trying to see if he can't spot what's on the third spike tile. If this Star Wyvern will let him wake up.
And Guelph is just 3 red dragons away from getting level 16.
He's actually running from these Star Wyverns now. I don't really blame him if he's trying to get information on what that final spike tile is. Those Star Wyverns, now that he no longer has MP for Stop Spell, are really annoying.
And Guelph just 1 more red dragon away from 16. It could be a good breakout.
And the final spike tile is a Stone Man.
Stone Man!
He's a Stone Man. Whoa, 13 more hit points, 11 more magic points.
Yeah, I think you can go.
I don't know, that attack point is looking kind of weak, and that's only 10 heal mores in the tank. I mean, yes, with Death Necklace, that's 129, but that's still, what, 28 is 14 to 7? It's still not good enough, not with only 10 heal mores in the tank. I mean, if it was 88, 11 heal mores in the tank, that'd be at least moderately more interesting. I might be willing to risk that, but not on 84 MP. It is, however, definitely good enough to dive for that armor. And he has to know the armor is down there. Yep, there he goes. He's going for the for the dive. Now
yeah,
then, let's see if he goes.
He needs to make up a lot of experience.
Yeah, but he can do that now that he's got the armor. Let's see how Guelph does with his dive. Let's see if he goes to Judge's table and get the armor first, or if he goes all the way back down and then back up like what Ryguy did.
I'm doing my math. It's possible to do it. Because if with the HP that you have, it's conceivable that you have 120 HP, so, and with the high defense that you have, you can get doubles.
Yeah, question in chat asking about Judge's Table again. The Judge's Table is where the Erdrick Sword is in the vanilla game on the second floor. You go down, you come back up for it.
Nice use of a hurt more by Guelph.
Yeah, using those hurt more strategically can actually really save a lot of pain, especially with he's got at least 2 enemies here that can heal more. And these Star Wyverns, you know, with these sleeps, dropping in hurt more on them to keep them from hurting you makes a lot of sense.
Yeah, but Guelph looks like he's gonna save his MP for heal mores, and I can't blame him on that front.
Not in the least. He's only got 51 MP left, so he's already starting to be worried about running out of MP.
And he's running into a lot of enemies on that floor. The benefit is that he's running into a lot of green dragons, which he can slice up to get to 12,000. Guelph now on the diamond floor, running into an armor knight, and it looks like he's going to use this chance to throw a hurt more at him. I don't blame him on that front. And he's going to slice him down that way, and thankfully he does take it down with that hit. And he's going to do a safety heal more anyways.
Yeah, but that still probably saved him a heal more, so he was still a very good move for him. Gonna decline that armored knight.
Yeah, but that one says, no, you're fighting me, bud. We're gonna drop the gloves, we're gonna duke it out right here on center ice, bud. But Guelph does the smart thing like Milan Lucic and decides to run away.
Yes, brave Sir Robin! When ugly danger raised its head, Sir Robin bravely turned and fled. Now let's see, is he gonna go... Yes, he will be checking Judge's Table first. He will be getting the armor first and then heading back down. Awesome.
Or he's gonna cast outside and get out of there.
That's possible too. I mean, he knows he will need the death necklace, but you don't need that until your final dive, and it's right there on the same floor. He could just warp out and just go after these red dragons some more.
And he's also going to go after this armor knight, and I don't blame him for that. He's right there. He is on the chest.
And there's the Erdrick's armor. He is going to heal more. Is he going to outside or is he going to dive some more? Nope, he's going down to the bottom.
I don't like that play. I honestly don't.
I can see it both ways. Honestly, I think you're right. It's a little bit of a misplay. You can pick it up on your way in, on going after the Dragon Lord on your final dive. You need to start grinding out these experience levels so that you can get to your go stats. But at the same time, you're already here. You're already halfway there. Might as well pick it up while you're here. That way you don't have to divert to the armory on your actual dive.
You ever notice that the knights kind of look like hockey players?
That is one buff hockey player. And
thankfully,
I'm sorry,
all of them
but
can
that
take
stick
out Brad Marchand.
That stick is not tournament regulation.
You turn it upside down and it becomes a goalie stick. Guelph is in trouble.
Yeah, he's down to 5 MP, but he's almost there. Burns his last 5 MP on a Hurtmore on this Armored Knight. It dodged his attack, trying it again. Excellent move, and it dodged!
Oh,
excellent dodge!
Excellent Doge. But he survives, and he's going to get level 17. Let's take a look at these stats. This could be the turning point.
21 attack power, 0 hit points, 0 magic points!
Don't care, that's enough.
Dang, talk about a trolley level.
And you know what?
Can he make it to the death necklace before he dies? He's running away from everything.
You don't need it. You don't need it.
There's the death necklace. He's got it.
What's he doing wasting his time?
Well, you need a death warp. There you go. Here's a candidate. Oh no, Axe Knights are defense broken. He needs Fun Police or an AK or a Golem. Meanwhile, Ryguy is only 2,000 experience points away from his level 17. Somebody points out in chat, dude, use an item. The only problem is he's defense broken them. They're only doing 6 damage. By the time, it's not worth your time to try and die on these guys. You need something that hits hard enough to be able to take you down sometime before the heat death of the universe.
And wizards don't have Hurtmore.
Conveniently, there is a stone man on the spike tile, and there's always, the big guy himself. Yep, adjusting the position of the fighter's ring. It's still doing 15 damage a pop.
Yeah, he is... Stone men aren't good. So while he's wasting his time...
Ryguy is catching up to his experience point lead. This is still a very, very close match. It could go, anyone could still pull this off.
did not get the perfect bid that he was looking for.
There's your
There
ride
he is. He's
home.
done.
Let's do this.
And look at that HP. You don't even need the death necklace.
It's still useful for swag, I guess. I mean, you know, 150 attack is, what, 25 to 12? At that point, you'd almost be doing more damage to him than he's doing to you on a physical attack with a defense of almost 100.
And the only things that Guelph isn't defense breaking are stonemen, golems, AKs, and red dragons.
I'm surprised he hasn't dropped a repel down just to be able to make sure he doesn't get pestered. He's got 4 MP in the tank.
He's also got some more fairy water, so he's fine.
Yeah, this is a much better use of his fairy water than actually trying to chunk it at the Dragon Lord at this point. With this strength total, it's definitely the move.
And at this amount of strength, 20 to 10, what good is 2 more attack is gonna do you? Not much.
And Ryguy got his level 17, so he's making his way down. This is a really close match. Guelph is ahead, slightly, but anything can still happen.
It looks like not being able to find Staff of Rain Cave that early, like Guelph did, that's gonna be Raguy's undoing.
Actually, I would respectfully disagree. I would say that what cost Ryguy was the early dive for the armor, because it took him so much longer to get down there. It actually hurt him more than Guelph, because Guelph's run was a lot faster to get it.
And there's Guelph with a repel. That's going to get rid of all of the monsters on this floor with the exception of those guys.
And maybe golems.
Yeah, but we've seen all 5 monsters on those 2 bottom floors, so...
Oh, right. Yeah, you have.
And he's turning the stonemen into gravel. The Art of Full, here we go. Let's see, is Guelph gonna do the Death Necklace? No, he's not.
Yes, he is!
I think that's a bit of a mistake. There's not much to gain from it.
Swag points.
Swag don't matter. Not in a tournament.
He still has 120 hit points, come on.
Yeah, but with 158 health, that's triple. You can get triples off that.
Yeah, but fewer swings, faster fight.
Not with how low he's rolling.
Dragon Lord hits for 27. He hits back for 24. Yeah, he's literally able to hit as hard as the Dragon Lord. The Dragon Lord hits for 24. He can potentially hit back for 24. This is hilarious.
But everybody, you need to
Ryguy
ready your
also
GGs.
putting on the death necklace.
Right, but it's too little, too late.
Yeah, I think Ryguy's
there it
biggest
is.
problem. There we go. Break out your GGs. Guelph has come victorious from this match and will be progressing to the next cycle. Ryguy, sadly, as this is a bonus bracket round, this is going to be the end of his participation in the tournament as a runner.
Kind of sad. Ryguy is one of the best runners out there, but luck just wasn't with him in this go-round. But he's putting up a spirited fight against the Dragon Lord. He will win this fight. It's just a matter of how fast it will take.
Yeah, unfortunately, Ryguy spent a lot of his early days at level 4, level 5, trying to get those 3 chests at the top of Garen's grave, which was in the back of Tantagel Castle's cellar. And was trying to get those things, but there were like Death Knights or excuse me, Demon Knights and Axe Knights, and it was just, he kept dying over and over again instead of grinding like what Guelph did. So that may have actually been the deciding factor.
So it was a meat grinder. Got you.
Now, mind you, the harp was there at the top of Garen's grave, so it did have a necessary key item, but unfortunately, he spent too many deaths trying to get it.
Understood, but hey,
Here we go. Break out your GGs. Ryguy has now completed his, and we are joined by Guelph.
And we are currently joined by Guelph right now. Guelph, can you put on some headphones? We're kind of getting a howl round. Guelph, are you there?
We seem to be experiencing technical difficulties. Please stand by.
We'll be standing by for Guelph to join us, as also Ryguy will probably be joining us. Looking at these stats, it was a coin flip whether he was gonna breath you or claw you. And there's Guelph right now.
Hello?
There you are. Congratulations. You're on very good race.
Yeah, I think we're still experiencing those technical difficulties.
And we are currently joined by Ryguy. Ryguy, did you have a good race?
Oh God. I just felt like everything went, and didn't know if I'd be back.
All right, there we go. Ryguy, it was a good race. Unfortunately, just came up a bit short.
There was a lot of stuff. Like, it took me too long at the beginning to realize those scorpions were just in those 2 mountain tiles. I'm pretty sure I hit my head against Mountain Cave way too much.
Yeah.
Yeah, and there's other stuff too was annoying. Like, I remember I went back after like the gold grind. Like, I saw Romuald and was like, ooh, broadsword magic armor, let's do a gold grind. And then like 20 seconds later, it's like, oh, here's the rest of the stuff I need to gold grind for. Cool.
Yeah, and unfortunately, Guelph had found Garenham and the silver sword and the flame sword and silver shield before he started his gold grind. So he only did 1 instead of 2.
Yeah, I think that was sort of like, I've been killed so many times, give me anything I can get. So like out of Romuald, I did a gold grind immediately. But like other stuff too. Like I remember checking the bottom of the grave and thinking like, okay, well, it's only 2 chests. There's probably nothing there, but I can kill some Axe Knights along the way. And then Axe Knights show up with heal more, so I can't kill them along the way. Or, you know, walking north and finding a jerk cave, when if I'd walked just a little south, I could have found Harp Cave and done that all in one trip instead of back and forth and back and forth. Just like stuff like that was kind of unfortunate.
Yeah, I mean, it was a really close match the whole way through. The only point where Guelph was definitively ahead of you was towards the very end. You did an early dive for the armor in Charlock at like level, 15, 14, something like that. He waited until he was 16 before he dove for the armor, which means he had a lot better stats. It was a lot cleaner dive for him, and he picked up 17 on the way down.
Yeah, so the reason I didn't do that, I went for the early one, was I didn't know where I was going to grind. Like, I think I was 13 or something, and I just got in the drop, and, you know, none of the spikes looked particularly interesting. I mean, Blue Dragon was out in the middle of nowhere, and I didn't know it was on the swamp spike, but, like, what am I hoping for there? Maybe, you can't even get an axe knight. We didn't have hurt more, so armor knight's no good. Like, I don't think we had sleep at that point, so a stone man would be pointless anyway. I just had the flute, maybe if a golem's there, but I didn't know what I was hoping for on the swamp tile, so I figured I'd get some experience in Charlock and pick up the armor while I was doing it.
I mean, yeah, I certainly understand the logic, and unfortunately, while you were trying to do that, Guelph was grinding those red dragons out.
Yeah, I mean, that makes sense. After the armor, I was pretty much committed to whatever's in Swamp Cave I'm going to grind there. Like, the location was so good, it could have been like a red slime, and I would have grinded it.
I mean, the other would have just been an overworld slog grind.
Right, a guaranteed encounter.
There's not much out there.
Yeah, a guaranteed encounter with that good of a location, you just popping outside, a couple steps over and refill, like that's too good to pass up. I don't care what's on the spike tile.
Yeah, I mean, you're really right about that. It's just unfortunate. But no, the Hawksness was just so out there, way out in the middle of BFE that it was just not a viable grind for the Blue Dragons.
Oh, I love that too. It's like, ooh, Hawksness is out here. Maybe there's something here. Ooh, a critical on the Blue Dragon. Oh, it's the flute.
Yeah, this has been a really trolly seed. On the one hand, here you go, right off the bat with a return spell, so you keep the key. Right off the bat, you've got Erdrick's token in the armory. You've got the harp and the stones nearby. And, you know, congratulations on not being able to get out of this little area here because of all of the swamps until like level 6 because you only have 23 hit points. I mean, it's just been, this whole scene has been trolling like that the whole time.
Yeah, that's where I wish I had realized earlier that those scorpions were only on those 2 mountain tiles, because it wasn't that bad of a start, actually. You just pop into the treasury. There was a key in there for us. Pop in the treasury, fairy water, see a scorpion, like, repeat. But just wandering around the other mountains so much that it took me a while before I could consistently find those scorpions.
Yeah, and that might have been a little bit better, a little bit smoother, maybe. But even so, I mean, this whole seed has just been one big trollololol.
Oh, it's kind of funny, actually. Like, I was pretty sure, having messed up the start, like, I was pretty sure I was behind. So every time I saw those bad levels, like, ooh, yeah, bad levels, keep going. Yeah, come on, more bad levels. Like, give me a chance to catch up. So at least they did that.
It did. Yeah, there were some pretty garbo levels in there. There were a couple of really bad MDI levels.
I just know the last thing you want to do after doing 2 gold grinds is be like, 20 seconds later, oh, look, it's hurt more. So at least that didn't happen.
Well, that's true. That is definitely true. Of course, there wasn't really anything worth hurt mooring around. I mean, jerk birds were jerks all around. I think all 3 wyverns had heal more.
Oh my gosh, so much heal more.
I mean, you had axe knights with heal more. All of the jerk birds had heal more. You had, I mean, it was just, ugh. Yeah, even the knights had heal more. And you had, what is it? You magicians with hurt more.
Oh yeah, I remember losing a torch to one of those guys.
Yeah, wasn't that always fun?
On the one hand, here you go, have all of the key items right here so you don't need to worry about your laundry list. On the other hand, good luck getting out of this small area on 23 hit points covered in swamp. Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of funny. I felt like I lost a lot of time looking for Cantlin and the Harp Cave, so if we just combined our forces together, we would have had something.
Yeah, Guelph actually managed to run into them in the right order, and so he found the Harp Cave before he found the Staff Cave. So he was able to just get all of that taken care of, bing, bang, boom, you're done, once he found it. Whereas Ryguy, you kind of found the Jerk Cave before you found the Staff Cave, and so you kind of had to do some backtracking.
Oh my gosh, we were down to 2 caves. I was like, Harp Cave, Harp Cave, Harp Cave! It was not. I don't know. When did I get the sword? Maybe not.
Not way before, but he did get it first.
Like 5 minutes after you got it, Guelph got it.
Yeah. I mean, we saw the Blue Dragon in Hawksness, and we're going, okay, there's the sword, the armor, the death necklace, and the flute are out there available. It's got to be one of those things because we've seen 2 belts, and there are no coordinates. Come on, no whammy, no whammy. Have the flute. Thanks. Yeah, we had commented about that in chat. But yeah, there were definitely quite a few MDI levels. The stats were just not coming until the very end. Yeah, but it was like level 15, you have 53 magic points and like 107 attack power or something stupid like that. Going, yeah.
I don't know, the 154 HP was pretty funny.
I want to ask both of you, did it ever run through your mind, maybe I don't need to do the Death Necklace with that much HP since you'd be getting doubles and triples?
I mean, I was more thinking about speed, throw the Death Necklace on, and go, 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 and fewer rounds. Plus, like, 25s are so much more fun than 20s.
Yeah, I mean, at one point you were actually hitting the Dragon Lord harder than the Dragon Lord was hitting you.
Yeah, I mean, the other problem too is like we had 159 or 154 HP, something like that. And so at some point, like you're not going to heal more back to full anyway. So at that point, it's like, well, I might as well just take the 10 power if I'm not going to heal back to 150, whatever, anyhow.
Okay, apparently we're getting some technical issues here where I think I'm the only voice that's coming in through the audio to the audience. I think Discord is just being Discord here.
Discord being Discord must be a day that ends in Y.
Okay, I think it's just Guelph. Hey, Archfield, did you mute Guelph on your end? Did you?
He got unmuted though, so you should be okay.
I don't know. At any rate, but yeah, no, I mean this is a close match. I mean, it's less than 2 minutes between the two of you, so on an almost 2-hour seed, less than a 2-minute difference. Dude, it could have been anybody's race. It could have been.
So let's ask you guys, you have any parting thoughts about this seed? And Guelph, how do you feel going on to the tournament?
Well, if y'all can hear me, I'm completely freaked out about trying to play against Brian. I know he's an extremely good player, and I'm going to need some luck to beat him.
Yeah, he is really tough.
But and as far as I didn't even think I'd get this far. So any more wins are a complete bonus for me.
I mean, you actually went pretty darn far, man. I mean, you only just got knocked into the bonus bracket this past seed.
Yeah, I was definitely helped by some other top seeds going out early. I think.
Well, that and I mean, you took down Hyrofellos, who took down Mr. Holmes. That is not an insignificant accomplishment there.
Yeah, every match has been good too.
Yeah, for the audience, I don't want to spoil it, but I highly recommend checking out that run on the VODs. Holy moly, that was a race.
Well, and to think that my one loss was on a Dragon Lord dive that had a 10% chance of succeeding. So, I just as easily could have won that match too.
Yeah, I mean, up to NG basically rolled the dice and came up boxcars on that one too. So, yeah. But I mean, it could have, and I mean, by this point, I mean, everyone doing this is a really solid player. So, the irony here is that when you have these players that are as good as you guys are, all of you are this on this level of play style, it's going to come down to basically either picking the wrong direction on the map or RNG, because none of you are going to be making obvious mistakes.
Yeah, that's true.
All right, well, we'd like to thank everybody for watching, and I believe we're going to go raid High Spirits, I do believe.
Yep, so, this is Sneaky the Lost. With me in the commentator's booth is going to be, pardon me, Sorry about that, Sigma fan. Cyberdark
Always a pleasure.
is going to be our. It was our tracker, Archfield Monk, on the restreams bringing us this content, and we will see you there.
Good night, good night.